know you have a lot of content to cover. But everybody, thank you for coming to Envision Title. I am the marketing rep here. So if you guys have any questions about our service, you guys are welcome to reach out to me. We have tons of classes, not only this one, which is super amazing, so amazing that I was pushing that I could be a part of it too. I have to do it soon. But we also have classes that are taught by Andrew Mormon, who's sitting right here. Things like how to write a CMA, how to do your taxes correctly, things like that. For agents of all ages, whether you've been an agent for a month, agent to 15 years. We have four amazing escrow officers here. Many of them are Spanish, which is great for San Antonio because yeah, we do have a lot of military, but we also have a lot of people that speak Spanish. And unfortunately, we do have one mostly, right? There's not a lot of escrow officers that speak Spanish here in San Antonio. That's a big bonus for us. We are full service. We do commercial, land, and residential. So anything that you guys have, send our way. We have tons of experience in everything. We did bring on a new president, Mickey. He is very, very well known in the title community. So we ask for you guys to get at least one shot on the contract, and then we'll earn you your business like that by amusing you. I like to call it the circle of life because yes, I did reference Lion King because when you guys get referrals, you guys, if we do an amazing job, you guys get referrals, and then you guys bring more contract staff. So let's be like Lion King and be the circle of life. Thank you guys, everybody, for being here. I'll let you take over.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate your time. I plan to keep it short and sweet. It's just a quick introduction of how to create content and how to use social media effectively. So let's go ahead and get started. My name is Victor Soler. Just a little bit about me. Happily married. I have two little ones. She's gonna turn 4. He's gonna turn 2. I'm actually a mechanical engineer. I studied in El Paso. I graduated in 2012, and I worked as an engineer for almost 10 years. And then I realized that I only needed to sell a few homes a month to double what I was making as an engineer. So I was like, how hard can it be, right? So we moved to San Antonio last year, and I got my license, and I started working as a realtor back in August last year. So it's been pretty crazy, right? I left my job, we sold our house in Lubbock, we moved here, and then here's just a little bit of what I didn't know anybody here in town, just my uncle, and he's a real estate agent too. So that doesn't really help me a lot in finding new clients, right? so I was able to make the story short, I was able to cap in 6 months, and then I was actually able to get a lead agent, which is the equivalent to Icon in the first year. And and just by being consistent on, doing open houses, working on social media. So, I mean, if I can do it, anybody can do it. I didn't know anybody here in town, and there's a lot of ways, as you know, there's a lot of strategies, and I know that Andrew teaches a lot of ways for you to, create Facebook campaigns and bring clients, and so there's cold calling, social media, and door knocking. So it took me a while to figure out what works for me, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of information out there, and you might be, it's overwhelming, right?
Can you use that one shot?
Yes.
Hey, Victor, just put in the corner there.
Okay. So as you know, I mean, this is are we all in the real estate industry, or do we have people from other industries? Okay, I mean, this is going to apply to marketing, applies to every industry, but I'm asking because, I mean, we need to treat our business as a business, right? It's not just, you're self-employed. So there's a lot of things coming at you, and there's a lot of things that you can do when it comes to generating leads and you know um, reaching out to clients. So what I'm going to teach you today is how to use social media effectively, and so that way you can grow your brand, your business, and I'm going to show you how to do it without spending any money organically. So I know that there's I really like what Andrew teaches on campaigns, on creating ads and investing money in generating leads. But not a lot of us have that, or we can start doing that in a way that we don't spend any money, and actually in a way that Facebook or Instagram actually they pay you for creating good content. So let's go ahead and get started. So why social media, right? So I mean, we all know that everybody is on social media nowadays, right? And we might be on social media way too much more than it could be a tool or it could be a distraction, right? So when I started in real estate, I found myself losing a lot of time just scrolling and not even interacting with people. So the purpose of social media should be to establish a communication to your potential clients, to your family, to your friends, and not just be consuming content all day long. So um, just some of the pros and cons, right? Networking, great marketing channel for business. You can grow your brand. You can exchange ideas and collaborate with other realtors, not only in your city and other cities and states. Too, I was looking at some of the cons, and for some reason it shows mental illness. I'm not sure about that one, but I mean, it could be a major distraction, or you could get easily addicted to social media, right? So we need to have a strategy when it comes to how to use our time effectively and how to not just. I really like what he says. So people want to do business with you if they don't know who you are, right? So we don't want to be the secret agent out there. Like nobody knows you that you're in real estate. Nobody knows. I see stories on the shift groups and real estate groups saying, my friend went with another realtor. How come they didn't choose me? And my family members went with another realtor. And most of the times they don't see you active. They don't see you posting. And I mean, at the end of the day, you want to document what you're doing so that way people know, oh, okay, he's working with a client, he's showing a home, he's visiting a builder. So I mean, you're already doing all of that. So just take a few more time, a few more seconds to take a little video and record it, put it on your stories, put it on your Facebook page, Instagram page. So the nice thing about this is that you're already doing all that. So now you need to put it on Facebook, get your name out there, and start building your brand and start so everybody knows that you are the expert that you are, right? So, like I said, we need to be intentional about the time. And I'm going to show you how to create videos and how to create, nice looking graphics and designs and templates. And I'm going to teach you how to do it in 5 minutes and in 10 minutes. So that way you don't spend a lot of time a day per day, and you can actually see the growth if you stay constant.
So how many followers do you have, Victor?
So when I started using, well, like I said, I started last year, right, in real estate, and I was still finding my strategy, right? It took me a while. It took me like 3 months to actually create a schedule and be consistent on my open houses and on social media. So I'll show you my Instagram account. I 3 months ago I had 200 followers, and I was also following like 300 followers. I mean 300 people, right? So most of the times you see that you have like a pretty equivalent amount of. If you're following 200 people, you follow so many people, right? So in 3 months, I was able to go from 300 to almost 2,000. And I'll show you how to do it. It's pretty simple. So let's talk about some of the tools. We talked about CapCut. I'm gonna start with that one first because now everything is going to video, right? If you notice, TikTok blew up because it was something new. It was everything is video there, right? And when Instagram came competing against Facebook, Facebook was just like pretty much like Twitter, right? Just a few sentences, and you could post pictures and stuff like that. But then when Instagram came along, you were just posting pictures, right? So that's why like the owner of Facebook, they decided to buy them out, right? To be able to to have that social media platform too. But now everything is moving to video, and one of the advantages of creating good videos is that it's going to help you stand out with other realtors, and it's going to help you. Um, well, it's going to help your brand too. I'll show you what I did on. So once you create the videos and once you build your brand, once you have so many followers and once you have so many views, what I did, I added that to my listing presentation, and I told my clients, you know what? Everybody can list your house, everybody can put it on the MLS, but here's how I'm different from other agents, right? Not only are you getting your house listed on the MLS, but you're getting thousands of views. Your house is getting thousands of views on my social media, and then I get a lot of traffic on Google and my Google profile, on Facebook. So that's what made me different from other agents. And I actually sent this presentation to a builder in Lubbock, and they actually hired me to be their listing agent. So that was a huge deal for me because they build like 25 homes a month. So every month they're sending me listings and listings, and that was just because this is what I showed them. This is what I offer in addition to having access to the MLS. I show them how many people I'm reaching every month, and so I gave them a presentation, right? This is the type of videos that I can make for your listings, for your homes. So I guess they were surprised, and the the realtor they had, he didn't really do. He was pretty much just they didn't even post the pictures of the homes. So that was a really good deal. So this may be the videos and everything may be insignificant at first, and you might not see a lot of growth. But as you can see, over time you're gonna build your brand, and over time you're gonna be able to do something like this. So that really paid off for me right there. So let's go ahead and open the app.
Is the internet slow here, or?
Yes, it's a little slow.
Like downloading it.
Victor, how many clients can you acknowledge that came directly from your social media in the 6 months that
In the
you
6
have?
months, probably like 30%.
I remember we did a class at Rio, and you could have posted about a home you seen, you sold it.
Mm-hmm.
During the class, we went over different social media, and he did a great close writing class.
Mm-hmm.
And you sold the home in class. That was great.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell?
So actually, since like I told you, I don't know a lot of people here in town. So a lot of my business comes from open houses. So that's about 50% of my business right now. And then I would say 20% comes from social media. And the nice thing about open houses, I actually did an open house for Anna here, is that I already know the areas that I like, right? And I found this great home that she had, and I mean, I sent her a text message saying, "Hey Anna, this is Victor Soda. I'm with Real Broker. I saw your listing, and I would like to see if you and your client would be interested in hosting an open house this weekend." And I sent her a video of what I do on the open houses to promote them on my social media. So that I think that helps you because I mean you're just getting a text from a random realtor that you don't know, right?
And I also asked him, I was like, are you for sure going? Because, random agents might not show up. Or
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, fine. And he did an amazing job, but sent me the video after so that I could do Like, here's a video of your house if you wanna use it for your social media.
Mhm.
It's really good.
Yeah, so I mean, that helps you build relationships not only with your clients, but with also with your colleagues too. And then, I mean, it's almost like 100% of the times, I see a house that I like, I send them what I do, I tell them, you know what, I really like this area, I love the area, I would really like to host an open house here. I send them the video, and almost 100% of the time they say, yeah, I would like for you to host an open house, and that's how I mean, it benefits me to be able to create videos like this because I get pretty much an advantage to be able to choose the open house that I would like to host. And like she said, I bring my drone, I bring my phone. Everything I do is mainly with my phone. I'll show you how to do it. And at the end, I just remove my branding and I send them to the realtor so that way they're able to use it.
Really quick, what kind of drones do you have?
Mini, DJI Mini 3 or 2. I have both, but I upgraded to the 3. But I'll give you the pricing and all of that. It's not really necessary, but it's if you have the means to do it, it's. Mhm.
Is that the Mavic?
It's the DJI Mini 3. Okay, let's go ahead and open the app. Let me just put it on the.
Do you do anything with TikTok too?
Yeah, so what I do is I create the video, and then I use that same video for Instagram, for Facebook, for TikTok, for YouTube Reels, YouTube Shorts. So that's a nice thing, that you just create the video, and then you can use it on any platform. So let's go ahead and open the app. You get on the side. So you're gonna go to new project, and then you're gonna go to the videos that I sent you, which should be the last one. Okay, let's choose the one that is 18 seconds long.
Can you just send us a video for me, please?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, can you send me? I like that.
AirDrop or?
Yes.
You're gonna send it?
Do you see your name in there?
No,
I've done a couple of videos.
So just make sure that your Bluetooth is on.
it is on.
If you want to see it.
Further, Kenya Cyclone?
Okay.
Facebook ads, Google.
Okay, just make sure to accept it, and it should be saved automatically to your phone.
Okay, thank you.
And if you're having a hard time receiving the video, just follow along. It's pretty straightforward, and you'll be able to practice with your own videos too. Okay. Did you see your, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So let's go back to the app. Let's go ahead and select that one video that is 18 seconds long. Um,
18 seconds. It's 18 seconds and 17.
18.
Oh, 17 or 18.
Oh, okay, I'm just like.
I don't know why it said 17 before, and now it says 18.
Yeah, mine's
Uh,
18.
You have a second.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, let's go ahead and choose that one. So on that one, I was actually visiting a builder. It's a Perry home in Kinder Ranch. So as you can see, I was just walking with my gimbal. So what this is that it helps you stabilize your phone, so that way it doesn't look like you're walking. And so you could buy it. It's just like $100, $120. But if you don't want to spend the money, what you can do is you can like be on one of the corners of the kitchen or the living room, and then just kind of do this. right? So you're not really walking, but you're just turning, and it doesn't look like you're walking, right? So the thing is just for you to get practice. So let's say that this is you recording a short clip, right? And now we want to make it look fancy, and we want to be able to make it look different, right? So what I like to do is when I go to my camera and I record a video, you go to the 0.5x lens if you have it. So that way, whenever you're in the house, you're able to see the high ceilings and you're able to see more, right? So I would go ahead and use that one. And by the way, let me take advantage to record a small video here. Okay, so
Where did he go? I missed where you went.
He was just recording on his
yeah,
phone.
so
Oh, on your
so
phone.
just go to your
Okay,
camera,
got it.
and then if you have that option, use it. It's I recommend it because you're able to see more of the house. So now that we added this, now that we show this video, I'm going to click on where it says add, okay? And then you're going to get this screen here, right? So then what I like about this app is that you can do a lot of things. You can add music, you can add text. If you're talking on the video, it actually pulls captions for you, and it actually it speeds up the video or slows it down. So it has a lot of effects that you can use. So what I like to do right away is I click on this one, and then it's gonna select it. Okay. What I like to do is I like to speed it up and slow it down so that way it looks better. So click where it says speed, and then I like to use the one that says per.
I don't see a speed on mine.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Click, you have to click on the,
Click on the back arrow, and it's gonna take you back to. Oh, you have to click on the file first. So click on it, and it's gonna show you all these options, right? So let's go ahead and go with where it says per, and then I like the custom option, and then you're gonna see this graph right here, right? Yeah. So you can spend as much time as you want on this app or as little time as you want, but I like to just this is what I do. You see these little dots here? You can move them up and down. So I'm gonna move it up. And I'm gonna move the other one up.
too fast.
It's a lot of speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what I like to do is I just randomly go up like here and here, right? So now I want to see how it looks now. So click on play. So it looks cool, right? So I mean you can tweak it as many times as you want, but I mean I wouldn't recommend spending too much time. I mean just randomly like you saw right now. I mean it was like this. I just went boom like that, and then you can see how it looks like, and then you can tweak it, right? Going up means that you're speeding up right here, and then you can also slow it down too. So, I mean, that looks pretty good.
Mhm.
And like I said, you can play with it and tweak it as many times as you want. You can actually add more, they call them beats. So you can add more points to it. So that way, if you want to go faster here or slow here. So,
How did you go to the beach? Because mine's gray.
that line,
So you did.
and then you can put that line between those two dots. and then just add another one, right?
Got it.
Add some more. You can get really, really creative here.
So in case you were walking, right, you could just speed it up while you're walking.
Yeah, so even if you're walking, when you speed it up, it doesn't even look bad. It doesn't look that bad. So, so that's it, right? It looks pretty good. It's and then you can add music. You can add fonts. So let's go ahead and save this video. So the way you save it is that you export it over here on that arrow. Oh, and one more thing. Every time you create a file, it's gonna say this, right? It's gonna say CapCut. So after your file, there's a clip. So click on it. Click on it and then delete it because we don't want to promote the app. So what I like to do, I like to use what I would recommend. I like to use my logo, right? So the way to add your logo is that you go to overlay. Just click on overlay. And then I recommend you guys to save your logo on your favorite album. So I'm just gonna put it there. Right there. So, and then you can modify the time. You can, if you want to have it the whole time, or if you just want to have it at the end of the video.
You can connect your TikTok and everything too.
No, I meant the logo.
Oh, you go,
So-
can you go again how to do the logo?
Yeah. So if you
I
have
only,
your,
I only have it at the end.
yeah. So the way to add pictures, you can add a logo or a picture or anything. So go back to the arrow here. And then it's gonna show you this option. So I'll just go to overlay. And it's gonna let you choose any picture or a video. You can actually have a video instead of the video. So so I would recommend, or you could actually have your business card too, or something like that. So I mean, you can get as creative as you want. You have a lot of options there. So let's go ahead and save it, or let's go ahead and add music to it too. So let's go back to let's bring this cursor to the beginning of the video, and then go back to, there was an arrow here, so click on it, and then I'll click on audio. Let me just move it over. Click on audio, and then where it says sounds.
And do you mute the audio first?
Yeah, you can. So if you want to mute the audio, just hit here mute clip, and it's gonna mute all the clips, right? So that was just one clip, but you can add more. So we're on this, if you click there, you can add the other videos too. So I created this one for me using Canva. So I usually like to do that at the end. So I show the kitchen or I show the house, and then I show my information at the end.
And that you didn't turn on and just uploaded it?
Yeah, so on this one, I actually took my drone. I flew my drone and I uploaded my footage on Canva and then just dragged it to this template. And then just, my information, my logo. But yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how to use Canva. Like, it's super easy. But once you save those files on your phone, I mean, you can just add them to any clip that you want, any project. So I think that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and add music. So there's a lot of options here. You could add music here, or you could add it on Instagram. I would recommend adding it on Instagram because, well, I'll show you why. But I mean, if you just want to send it to a friend as a text message, let's go ahead and add the music here. So there's a lot of options.
Can
Okay, let's add that one. And, yeah, so you see this clip is longer than, the music clip is longer than my actual video. So just click on the music, tap on it, and then where it says split, click on that, and it splits the music, right? So now you can get rid of this, the excess. Okay, so. Okay, and then there's a lot of options when it comes to music too. I mean, you can fade in and you can fade out. You can add a voiceover if you want to describe the kitchen. I mean, you can do a lot of things. Let me show you some of the ones that I worked on, so that way you get an idea what you can do. Like, let me show you this one. I had a pumpkin pie pickup last week, right? So, I mean, I have the drone, so I like to use it. I like to use it. You can add the fonts. I'm just trying to show them where my office is, right? So I flew the drone, and then all that is with my phone. As you can see, I'm speeding up, slowing down. So, I mean, you can add a lot of things. So that turned out pretty good because I was able to combine the drone flying in, and then I was actually standing right there, and then I continued the video now walking, right? Kind of like I do in. Okay. So now that we have the video,
Can I make a quick suggestion that I think would be really cool too?
yeah,
So if you go back to that video in the top right, and this is especially for people that have older phones and you're worried about the quality of the video, right up there where it says 1080p, you can click that and bring it all the way to 4K.
yeah,
So even if the video isn't of the highest quality, just by dragging that, it'll auto-correct it and make it smooth. And if you turn the frame rate up, that's what makes it really smooth to look like it was taken with like a 4K camera.
yeah.
So even if the video is not as great quality, zoom, save, and it looks like a whole production.
So should you always do that?
I would. I
So
usually
it should
do.
always be 4K?
I would.
And 60 for the frame rate?
Yeah. So frame rate is how many times you're going to see like that transition happen. So you ever see those TVs at like Walmart or Best Buy and they always look so smooth, like whatever's on there is like overly smooth? That's what frame rate does, how smooth it's going to be when you're moving. So in those walkthrough videos of the houses, it'll make it look like I said, like a whole production.
So are
Just by
you
doing that.
suggesting that the frame rate should be greater rather than
Yes.
smaller?
Yeah, frame rate
Yeah.
should be 60, and then 4K, that 2K to 4K should be that max pull up.
Yeah, I mean, the better the quality, I mean, it's
And
always,
that setting is at the top of our camera?
yeah, right next to the where it says 1080p.
Oh.
I usually, sometimes I don't do it because, I mean, it takes a lot of memory too.
Mhm.
But if you're just gonna post it and then delete it, I mean, that's fine. I mean, you're freeing up space on your phone too. Because these videos are gonna take a lot of space, especially if you go like 3 minutes, and even the small clips take a lot of space. And, but yeah, you can always go back and delete them, so.
Do
Yeah.
you save them later, Victor, or do you always pretty much just upload them in one shot after you get them?
I mean, it really depends. I mean, the project is gonna be saved there, so you can always go back and export it
Into the app?
into your phone. So let's go back to the one we're working on. So right next to where it says 1080p, that's how you export it. So let's go ahead and create the video. And then now that's when the magic happens, right? When you go to Instagram, when you go to Facebook, and when you start posting it. And there's actually like I mean, it could be a whole science to what kind of song we need to use on Instagram, what kind of hashtag, what kind of the timing. So it's there's not really a set time or but you just kind of have to post it and see what the response is. So
Is the app CapCut always gonna be free?
yes.
Okay.
Mhm. Okay. See
Instagram's been a little weird.
that? So if you go to my Instagram page, so there's an easier way to create videos, right? I wanted to show you the long way, which is using the CapCut app, but there's an easier way. If you go to Instagram, a lot of times you're gonna be able to see. I'm sorry.
Oops, sorry.
So a lot of times on Instagram you're gonna see use template, right? So when you click on that, let me show you. Somebody already created a template that you can use. So if you like that song, and if you want to see how it would look, so just click where it says use template, and then you're gonna have this option here. So now click where it says add media, and now we're gonna choose the other clips that I sent you. If not, let's just use what's on your phone. So
How do you, I didn't see the
yeah,
use template.
so
I didn't see the use.
so when you're on
Yeah,
Instagram,
it's on my
a lot of times you're gonna see this option here, use template. So
Yeah.
if you like that
If you go to
song,
Instagram, go to Instagram and search his name.
That's his.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't have use
There,
template.
there's some that come
There-
out, you click on it, there's some
Yeah,
that
I
come
did.
with it, and then there's some that don't come out with it.
Template.
Yeah, so no,
So not all of them
not
have it.
every
Yeah.
single
Not
one,
all
yeah,
of them have.
yeah, like that one doesn't have it,
Yeah.
and then, but the other ones,
Most
those
of
are
the
Yeah.
ones.
like that one.
yeah, sometimes you can use other people's templates.
And then you hit use template and then what?
Add media at the bottom.
Mhm. So one
There you
tip,
go. And then you can click some of your.
Oh, whatever I want to use.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because like you can use that layout with your media. Is what he said. So like if you click like the 4 or 5 videos he sent you, you'll see how
Okay.
it'll like go.
yeah.
Gotcha.
So let's go ahead and use those videos. Let me find them. So you can select. Each template is gonna be different, right? So you don't really have to fill out all of them. So in this case, we just have 5. And then I'll hit the arrow. So it looks pretty good, right? And I didn't really do anything. The template was already there. I already got the clips, so I'm ready to post it now, right? So one tip that I would recommend on Instagram. Okay, let's start over.
So you're applying the template that was available to a video that you previously recorded?
Yes. So instead of you creating the template, somebody already broke those, many times those templates or those clips match the rhythm of the song, and that looks pretty good too. So on Instagram, you're gonna see this arrow here, where you're gonna see a music sign,
Oh, yeah, you can save them.
right? So I would recommend using the ones with the arrow because that means that sound is trending compared to this one. That one doesn't have a lot of reels that were shared by a lot of people. So most.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do we have to worry about any copyright infringement or as far as the
No,
music?
not on Instagram.
Instagram.
Not on Instagram?
On Facebook allows you to add music too. So whatever, I'll show you how to do it on Facebook.
YouTube's picture.
So once you get some more practice, you'll be able to create this in 5 minutes. And it's funny because I actually work on all of these when I'm like watching Netflix or actually when I'm like brushing my teeth, right? It takes like 5 minutes, so I'm there and selecting the clips. And so what I do, now that you have the video, let's go back. So we're gonna use the one that we exported. Just click add, and then you can add. So Instagram allows you to add music, allows you to add fonts. So it's pretty much like CapCut, but CapCut is more user friendly and it's easier for you to speed it up. And on Instagram, you can't really do that. You can just crop the clips, and then you can just add music. So let's go ahead and continue. So when it says write a caption, what I like to do, I like to have something saved in my notes.
Hmm.
So I just copy paste it, right? So what I did, I follow a few guys on Instagram too that would get a lot of followers, and I just reverse engineer what they were doing. I copied their hashtags, I copied their templates. So
Who do you follow?
um, you can see that on my Instagram. I'll show you. So it could be something as simple as this: starting home and for 500,000, for 700,000, and then I noticed that all the guys who get a lot of followers, they have their follow for more, or they have their thing twice for some reason, right? Then just my name, and then some hashtags, right? Realtor, home design, kitchen design. So I pretty much just copied everything they had, and then created my own template. So I don't really have to think about what to post anymore. So I just took it a little bit and then just send it over to just post it, right? So I got a few just to kind of like vary it a little bit. So on the one that we created, could say something like stunning kitchen or rate this kitchen 1 to 10, and then your information, right? So the nice thing about this is that let's say you're hosting an open house and then you're taking care of the client. So you can take advantage of creating videos on your open house or when you're visiting builders, because you're already doing that, and then you have that material in your phone to be able to grow your followers and grow your brand. So what I do, I just have the template, I just copy paste. So I'll go back to Instagram. Okay, they went away, but okay, continue. Okay. So we already got that video. I'll just paste it and we're good to go, right? So as you can see on my Instagram page, like when I did your open house, I did a full walkthrough of the house, and then I took like 7 small clips: the kitchen, the living room, the backyard, and so I posted it on Facebook, on Instagram, and I had the benefit of getting a few leads, getting a few clients walking to the open house, but then at the same time I gained 100 followers, right? So let me show you your house. So this was actually her listing.
Did you sell it?
I got a few buyers, but they were early in the process. But yeah, you did sell it, right?
Really great house.
So I mean, as you can see, 11,000 people were able to see that video, right? I mean, if you see my post, that one is 12,000 people saw the video, 10,000, 14,000, 14,000. The ones that do the worst is the ones that show my face. I don't know why. But I'll get there. So, I mean, it goes from 30,000, 25, and we're actually surprised because one time my wife, she was the one who pushed me to make reels, because she's always like making reels of the babies and 4,000 views. And I'm like, what do you do? Like, how do you so many views, right? So we went to a house and I created a video, and then all of a sudden it's like an hour for I guess the algorithm to pick it up. So I saw that it got like 5,000 views, and I was like, wow. I mean, my Facebook posts, they don't get they don't get 10 likes, right? And now you're getting a lot of views, a lot of exposure. And the nice thing about this is that sometimes people will ask for more information. And I actually have a client who was looking for a home in Washington, D.C. And she messaged me and she said, "Can you help me find a home for my dad? I wanna be able to buy a home in 3 months." The answer should always be yes, right? Even though if you have a referral agent. So what I did is I found an agent in Washington D.C. She's taking care of this lady, and they should be able to close in 2 months. So, and that was me on watching Netflix, just creating a little 5 minute, 10-second reel, posted it, and you never know what's gonna happen. But the more constant you are, you're gonna keep getting more views.
How often do you post?
At least once a day or once every other day. But if you're barely starting, I would post twice a day, so that way you see what times work better for you. Sometimes I notice that Sundays and the weekends are pretty good for reels, and I get a lot of interaction, but lately it's been every day. So I don't know if it's because of the algorithm or if it's because I've been constant. But I mean, it doesn't take, as you saw, it doesn't take you that long to create a video like that.
So what's the difference? There's 337 and 15,000.
So
Hey, it's a big difference.
my face should be somewhere in there. No, so this is what I like to do.
Can you play those? So we can see.
Yeah.
That's what he's looking at. Is that on the video, the reach of pictures?
So if you notice that's a nice video, right? And I'm like, that video should be trending or should be picked up. So what I do is I go back and delete it, and then I post it again with a different song another time. And sometimes I just want to experiment with Instagram. So sometimes I post the same thing twice with different songs, and sometimes they both get picked up by the algorithm, like this one. Let me show you. And it's crazy because I mean it's the same thing. And then
Just looking at it.
the nice thing about this too is that you can keep using the same content over and over again, and you get new followers. Lately, I haven't been able to go to new builders or go to new houses, so I've just been going back to my old clips and then just reusing them. As you can see, this is the same house as this one, and then this is the same house. So I just use them over and over again, and you can use different songs. You could change the cover, so that way it doesn't look like it's the same one. So
What platform do you get the most attention, like TikTok, Instagram?
Instagram, probably Instagram and Facebook Reels. So the nice thing about the Reels is that they actually boost your content. You don't have to pay. You know how on Facebook you need to pay to engage more people, right? So on this one, for some reason, I guess the platforms I mean, people want to be entertained, right? They want to keep them logged in and keep looking at houses. That's why it gets addictive because they figure out what you like. And the nice thing about our business is that everybody likes homes, right? Especially beautiful homes. So it's really easy for you to get new followers. So my strategy is to present these homes, get some interaction, get more followers, and then every now and then do something like this. So you're gonna get ideas from other accounts. So I did that on TikTok. I mean on CapCut, and then I just kept reusing it. You can just change the fonts, the content. Let me show you now on.
So what is
Facebook.
your recommendation for time on the video? Like what,
You gotta
what
keep
do
it
you
short.
see?
You gotta keep it
15 seconds?
10 to 15 seconds max, right? And the nice thing about that is that you can use it on your stories. You can use it on your Facebook account. I can go back to TikTok. I can go back to LinkedIn. A lot of people
Short
actually,
video like that?
yeah, just do a short video like that and then just add a description. So that one video takes care of you on all the platforms. So, like for instance, when I was coming to Ambition Title, you always need to kind of like document and share what you're doing so other people see that you're active and people see you as the expert in your industry. So, I mean, that was just a quick video there. So I just like to vary it, right? You can add a poll. Are you gonna be attending? Yes or no? Are you interested? Yes or no? And then you can add your website, or you can add a link to the class. So now let me show you something that is really cool. I haven't been using Facebook Reels that much because I guess it's a brand new thing on Facebook, the Facebook Reels. So I just have like 20 Reels that I share, right? And I got an invitation to, I guess, to monetize on the Reels. So let me go to my Reels and let me show you something that I think is pretty cool. So I use that same video, right? And you get views and you get likes and you get followers. But what I like now is that I'm able to see how much money I'm making off that content. So right now I have $15 there, but I'm averaging like $2 a day, right? And I reset on December 19th. So every month you start over again. They send me that money to your bank account, right? So now instead of you paying Facebook, now Facebook is paying you to do what you're doing anyway, right? To go look at the houses and to create that content. So I think
If
that's
you share it
pretty
to
neat.
your YouTube, you monetize that too.
Instagram too allows you, it'll give you
Mhm.
also the option to monetize.
And that's because of the number of people that are clicking on it, or?
Yes, it'll tell you how many. Like right now, I have 30,000 plays
That's Reels on Facebook.
in like 10 days.
Oh.
So for every so many plays, they'll give you an amount, right? So that's pretty good. I mean, by the end of the month, I'm expecting to have like about $50, and that's just gonna keep growing as you add more content and as you add more videos to the social media. So they'll tell you how to do it. Once you get that invitation, you click on you put your information about how you want to get paid. It could be through PayPal or through bank account. And but that's pretty good, right? I mean, you could pay your CRM or you could pay a few Whataburgers. so I mean that's pretty cool. And at the same time, that content is helping you, get to know more. Well, it's helping your brand and it's helping you on Facebook, on Instagram. So
Should you mostly post on Instagram as a reel, or do you ever post on your actual Instagram just as a video?
I would do just Reels because that's what Instagram is pushing those Reels to the public. So
Reels,
it's pretty much like boosting your video.
yeah, Reels are shown to people that don't exactly follow you, so to everyone.
Right, and the videos that you just post is just to your followers, and most of the times you'll get a lot of interaction. Once you have so many followers, now you can do that because you have so many followers that are looking at your Instagram feed. So I would just recommend doing Reels and then use that video on every platform, right? Let
Do
me go
you
back.
use YouTube also, Victor, or not?
Yes, I actually started using so if you go to YouTube, there's this little, so there's this little plus sign, and that's gonna tell you to create a short. So once you click on create short, you can actually pull that same video by clicking here on the bottom left corner. And then just click on that 14-second video. And that's it. I mean, it's the same video that we used on Instagram, on Facebook. Just hit done, and then you can add music, you can add text and filters and things like that. So that's pretty neat that you can use that same video on every platform. And this will take you a long time.
How about your TikTok?
Yeah, on TikTok, same thing. Okay, so on this one, I do the same thing. You see most of my content here from Instagram. And that's why I like choosing my open houses too, because I mean it's a beautiful home. You can really take advantage of the way they're staged or the kitchen or so. I'm working on the open house. I'm getting leads. I'm creating content. I'm getting followers, and I'm monetizing. So it's the whole package.
So Victor, you said you contact listing agents to do open houses and do videos. Do you ever just contact them just to take videos, but not to do open houses? Like help them to get a buyer?
Yeah, I mean I would always contact the listing agent just to get the permission to do that. Because sometimes what if the owner sees the video online and they want it to keep it public? I mean, they want to keep the listing private or something like that. But I mean, most of the time they'll say yes, it's free advertising. So. Also, when I post the house, I always give credit to a listing agent. So on Anna's listing, let me show you here. That's why I like to go to builders too. You don't have to worry about asking for permission because they wanna. I mean, yeah, it's free advertising.
Mhm.
And the nice thing is that you get to know the community, you get to know the floor plans, you get to know the sales prep, and you get the content that you need for your social media. Any questions?
When you're posting, reels and stuff like that, you also use hashtags?
I do.
You use that same template that you're,
Yeah, I try to tweak it a little bit so that way it doesn't look the same all the time.
but it
yeah.
includes it in that, it's just like a regular post, because it's a reel or whatnot.
Yes. So I mean, call it effective, call it lazy, right? I just go to the notes and then just copy it and just kind of like tweak it a little bit. So, but I mean, you should do that. Just come up with a template that you see from. You can use the same template for my videos too, and then just have it on your phone, and it takes you 2 minutes to do the video, and then just copy paste, and you're good to go.
I just shared with you an app, it's called #experts. You create an account, and you put whatever subject it is that you're selling, and you're selling tacos, houses, mortgage, credit, whatever it is. You can, it generates, auto-generates all the hashtags. But you have to read them, because sometimes it has like beauty when you're trying to sell beauty skin products, when you're trying to sell a house.
Let me give you another tip
What's it called?
on Instagram.
Hashtag.
Did you send it to all of us?
To Victor.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
you can airdrop
So let me show you something.
it. There's a lot of.
When you are about to share the reel, you see all these options here. Go to add topic, and then you could narrow down the search, right? So that will push your home to the right user, right? So you can select up to 3. I always go where it says home and garden, and I click on interior design, home furnishings, and construction and renovation. So that narrows it down. It's like pretty much creating a hashtag, but now it's like a topic, and it's sent it to the right people.
I saw one of your templates that break this document. Do you post a lot of videos where you try to get the followers interaction?
Yeah, that's the, so the purpose of social media on all the videos and all the posts and all the, you know, the graphics is to get interactions and to get to establish a conversation with the potential client, right? And so, yeah, I try to have them, comment something, so that way it also, the algorithm also picks it up, that people are actually interacting with that video, so. Let me go back to the presentation, so that way you can see what